So let's talk about some numbers because numbers can tell a story for customers. Number 29, 29%. On average, customers' bandwidth needs are going to increase by 29% over the next 5 years. $150,000 is the average cost of an annual cost of outages to customers on an annual basis. 86%. 86% of the time, customers will consider changing carriers as a result of having an outage with their current carrier. So I'm going to draw a graph out here to kind of illustrate some of these numbers a little bit more so they can relate to your business. Down here is the IT department, IT manager, and that's you. You have to, report all of your expenses up to the CEO level. IT managers have a huge challenge in that you have users that want more capability, but you have no budget increase. Usually your budgets are pretty flat. The way that the bandwidth needs are being impacted is bring your own device into the office, cloud-based services, and customers wanting more mobile access to your website. And so what IT managers are looking at here is a capacity cliff. You're trying to think about how am I going to be able to increase the bandwidth for my users without added cost. You have a 3 meg connection with AT&T that can have a significant cost. So you're going to consider maybe doing business with a CLEC. Well, there's some uncertainty in that CLEC market because CLECs are offering services that are based on someone else's network, and regulations could change in the future that limits the amount of access a CLEC has to AT&T or TDS network. Then you're also looking at the current network that you have with AT&T. You've got 3 meg T1s that are a copper infrastructure. They have a limited bandwidth on them, so you don't have much growth. In addition, you'd mentioned that you call 10 numbers now for support, which can be frustrating. If you call the wrong number, your outage time is increased and so is your cost because time is money. What you'd be looking at with Charter is 1 gig. We terminate 1 gig of speed into your facility with our fiber, and then we rate limit it based on what you subscribe to, so you have a great growth path for the future. We have one network. It's Charter's network end to end. We own it 100% and maintain and support it. One number to call. When you call into our support center, you're going to be talking to a Cisco certified engineer that they typically solve the problem 90% of the time, first call. You're also going to look at reliability. We have a 99.95% guaranteed uptime on our service with our service level agreement, and you're also going to be looking at increased bandwidth. With our 10 meg solution that you're considering, you'll get 3 times the bandwidth that you have now for basically the same cost, so it's not going to impact your budget. So let's talk about how we can move forward with a Charter solution.